We are not mechanics. Please watch only for entertainment purposes. Everything we do or say is most likely wrong, dangerous, or plain stupid. Don't let Dave's good looks sway your judgment. Don't let Juan's rugged exterior make it seem like he knows what he is talking about. I mean, even our name, UnHandy Mechanics, is an oxymoron.
Oxymoron. Hey, hold up. You can't do that. That is a diss. I ain't no oxymoron, all right?
That should tell you everything you need to know about us. Oh, like and subscribe.
All right, Dave's car is back in the garage. There's
UnHandy Mechanics, we're back.
The man, the myth, the legend. So what are we gonna do, Dave, to this beast?
I had the problem where the car looks like it's about to overheat while driving, and then the temperature slowly goes back down to normal. Kind of randomly happens. So we're gonna replace the thermostat. You can see there is a leak.
Yeah. In theory, should not be too hard. On the first part of the video, I will put a timestamp somewhere like here. So you can just jump to the video if you need to get this done and you don't want to watch our shenanigans. We completely understand because sometimes you just want to get something done. So you can jump to that part of the video, watch exactly how to do it properly, and then you could go back and watch our shenanigans if you got time. We'd appreciate it. So we'll go from there. I think we're ready, right?
Think so?
Possibly.
Good to go.
A couple trips to Napa. And what else did we got? AutoZone or Auto?
Not AutoZone, it was Advanced Auto.
Advanced Auto. So here's the correct. We're going to be doing the thermostat. Part number, I guess, maybe. And then this is the sensor that everybody telling us to change, possibly. That's one of the things. And then the correct gasket, as you can see. The first time we went to Napa, what happened, Dave?
We got this part, which the guy actually sold us the correct part, but gave us the wrong part.
Yeah.
So we paid for the correct part, but we received the wrong gasket. And you can see the difference, obviously.
Yeah, I think this is for possibly for the dual overhead. We have a single overhead. So that might be the difference, because we know that this one, the dual overhead, is actually, you have to remove all this and it's on the block there. This hopefully is simpler, just right on top. So we're gonna replace, as you guys said, which again, thank you everybody for all your comments. Yeah, you guys really helped us out because we had no idea what the hell to do. And before we paint Dave's car and do all that, we figured that we get,
hopefully get it running as best we can.
Yeah. And then we got we need blue, I guess, Asian vehicle, says for Mitsubishi too, antifreeze, so that we can bleed the system too, because you guys said that we might have air bubbles in the system. So we're gonna kind of take care of all three of those things, and hopefully that kind of solves our issue, right?
Hopefully. We'll see what happens.
So there's 2 bolts. You got 12 millimeter there, and then right there. So the 12 millimeter bolt right there, 12 millimeter bolt right there. Dave's car runs hot. It's been chilling, but yes, just in case. It's mucky.
Got it? Ain't nothing poured out.
Okay. So nothing poured out.
Okay.
That was very anticlimactic.
We expected the flood.
Why did I think there would be a flood of stuff?
I thought something would come out. I mean, I didn't think it would be
okay.
huge, but I thought there would be something.
We were prepared. Okay, so that came off. We expected, obviously, a catastrophe to catch. And let's show underneath. We expected a catastrophe. I guess happy accident? Right?
Yeah, like Bob Ross.
All right. So there we go. So there's a thermostat.
There we go. There's the old gasket.
See, look, it might have been the gasket leaking, because it was definitely leaking. It was leaking here, we could see it was all leaking here. So there's the gasket, and this came out like this, right?
Yep.
So
We have it on film though. So.
yeah. So your spring is gonna go inside. You know what? We'll wipe down where the gasket's gonna go.
Yeah, for
And
sure.
then we'll wipe down where the gasket's gonna go, and then we'll replace the gasket. Why don't you go ahead and get the gasket, and let's double check that it actually is the same part.
This is not the same part. Though this hole is fine, but it's the where the screws go.
I mean, it's definitely the right size. It's just the size of the bolt holes. But as long as it covers that and that, we should be fine. Now we're gonna do the temperature sensor that you guys said. So unplugged it, and it looks like it's a what, 19 millimeter?
19 millimeter.
19 millimeter?
Yep.
Sooner or later we'll get big enough, hopefully, you know,
Get a
with you
whole
guys,
garage.
hopefully we'll get a whole garage. And then I wonder, well, like I said, after we finish our cars, we're gonna have to like,
We'll tell people that they can come to our garage and we can fuck their car up for them.
no guarantee, you know, like there's a guarantee on the label.
There's a guarantee that something will be wrong.
There's a guarantee you'll be back
Yeah.
for the same issue. And then we got the new one right there. Let's make sure it matches up lengthwise, girth.
It seems okay. That's
Yeah.
just like, I don't know, gunk.
All right.
All right, so let's go ahead and attach this. We'll see.
Well, I wouldn't attach it first. Put it on first.
You're smart.
Ding, ding.
This is why I'm stupid.
Again, this is for the single overhead cam. Every video we saw on a 3000
Fuck, I broke it.
GT. And we'll be going to the auto parts store to get another one.
Fuck.
The aftermath of Dave Maruso. All right, we got a new one. So I'm going to do this one. So if we break it, we're down another $30.
Recommendation, buy two and just return one if you don't break it.
Yeah.
Now see that? I think you're good.
Yeah, there I feel good. Maybe just get a little
If you
straight.
can do a little more,
Yeah, a little
sure.
straight. No,
Oh,
I
no,
think that's
you're good. You're good.
Don't want to go crazy. Okay.
Tired? Good job. You didn't break it, and that's the main thing.
So if you don't have a 19, the 3/4 comparable, it worked.
And you see there, nice and flush. And now we can.
Now we can do the thermostat.
So on your gasket, there's a white bottom to the gasket. It's just a peel away. The bottom side is sticky. It's gonna stick onto whatever that's called.
The thermostat housing.
Thermostat housing. So let's see if I can do this.
All right, Dave is gonna do the honors and put the thermostat.
Yes, and if this is broken, Luan dropped it twice.
I did. Not from a far distance, but I did drop it.
So, well, I guess it just sits right on top like that.
Yeah. A strong hand tight, and then we could also check to see if maybe we can get specifications so we can torque it. I would go with strong hand tight.
You try it, tell me what you think.
I think I saw somebody say something about 13, 20, so that's not too crazy. Because you don't want to strip it, you know?
Yeah.
It also needs to be sealed. Yeah, I think
That should be
that's
good.
it. We're going to fill it back up, and then we're going to bleed it, right?
Yep.
And go from there.
All right.
Hey guys, Garrett Brian. If you're ever working on your car, let's say you change a thermostat or a radiator, now you have to bleed the coolant system. Here's how you do it. So all we're gonna do, obviously with the engine cold, we're gonna take out the radiator cap, get one of these spill-free funnel. If you don't have a funnel, I'll show you what to do with that. Just get an adapter plate that fits your radiator, put the cap, now tighten that like your regular radiator cap, and now fill this with coolant, like so. Now that it's full, we're going to go ahead and start the car. actually turn on the heat and put it at a low medium setting. And now we just let the funnel do its work. This is going to keep continuously bubbling until all of the air bubbles in the coolant system are out. Now don't worry, if you do not have a funnel, all you're going to do is jack up the car, raise it a good amount, then take off the radiator cap, turn on the car, and do this exact process. You're going to get the same exact result. Now if you want to accelerate this process, you can hit the accelerator and actually make this process go a lot faster. Now that all the air bubbles are out, take out the funnel, put your radiator cap back on, and you're good to go. Hope it helped.
All right, so this is where we're at. We did it all, but there was an extreme leak with this Felt Pro gasket instead of just finally pulling the part out and getting the original. So this is the part number, the original, if you have a single overhead cam. V6 35336, and it's called a water outlet gasket.
So definitely get the one that looks exactly like it.
Yeah,
So you
like
don't-
we figured we just go there, you know, before we took everything off just to make sure we had all the parts and all that, but sometimes I think it's just beneficial just to take it off, go through the parts, because as you could see, it leaked tremendously.
We got this from AutoZone.
Yes, AutoZone saved our life. We went everywhere, we've been everywhere, we just want to get it done as always. And then we bought the, because we made an absolute catastrophe, the no spill coolant refill funnel. So hopefully that will make us finishing this up a lot easier. We'll put it on the tripod so you guys can see us do it, but kind of went over the process. Again, our mistake, I guess just not going straight OEM probably is probably the best bet.
Well, we
sunk.
made the
All right, day 2. A bunch of coolant and another gasket, right, Dave?
That's right.
So what we believe happened is I reviewed the tape, and I actually I'll put the diagram up there too, to where it shows the housing, and I'll show it all, but it really looks like it doesn't matter if the gasket goes on top or on the bottom, but when we looked at it, it does matter. So we're hoping that is what caused all the leaks, which would make sense because then the thermostat is not sitting properly.
Right, so jump up and down.
Yeah. So always review the tape. Make sure when you're taking stuff out to literally watch every
move you make.
yeah, I mean everything. Just
Make
whether
sure you put it back the way it came off.
so that's where we're at. So hopefully this is the fix, and we can add this to the hours of how much we've been doing this,
This
right?
has probably been the most unhandy we've been so far.
Yeah.
Because I broke the sensor, then we put the gasket on
Potentially, hopefully, yeah. But we're gonna show it, because like I said, it looks like it doesn't matter. It looks like it still sits perfectly, the thermostat, but it must not. If the diagram is showing that the thermostat goes on after the thermostat gasket goes on after the thermostat, then it would make sense why we have been spending $20 a pop. What is that gonna be? How many is that? 5, 6? It's gonna be, depending.
It's got it. Well, I know it's at least 4.
All right, so procedure. Again, thermostat housing, 2 12-millimeter bolts, one right there, one right, oh my God, why can't I see? Right there. Make sure your car is cold. Oh no, oh, wait, you just drove here. Oh no, oh my God.
I drove my
Dude,
car here.
Dave drove his other car here, and I'm so used to him driving here that we're about to open up the radiator, the cooling section. I'm like, oh my God, this thing's gonna explode.
That would be bad.
No, Dave's car's been here for 3 days, so it should be.
Oh
really
God,
cool.
burn my face off, bro.
That's why I was like, oh, I stopped for a minute. I was like, nevertheless, imagine that. It would literally go.
Oh yeah, it would explode, dude.
So 2 12s. So we really hope this is the issue. Get into there.
Are you ready?
Yep. So just in case there's any residual.
Just a little bit of dripping.
So it is leaking. So look, as you can see, the thermostat does not sit into its seat. Look, like you could probably move the thermostat. Yeah, that's not supposed to happen.
Yeah, see how it's going in? Look at
Yeah, I'm glad you got another one because it's stuck on there, isn't it?
A little bit. Yeah, it just
Oh, yeah,
ripped.
see, look, it ripped. So I'm glad you got another one. We'll clean that off. Just put it in there
Just throw it
too.
in there.
So yeah, you can, well, we'll have to clean that off a little bit, maybe get some of that out of there. And then there's a little bit of a lip. You see that lip right there? That's where this thermostat sits, and then the gasket covers on top of it. We did not notice the lip, and or that the gasket, or we thought that it still sat in the lip, but it does not, so.
We're stupid.
Just a test run. It's gonna overflow it.
No, that's not bad.
Let me see something, does it really sit? You see that?
Yeah,
Now
yeah,
it's
I
in.
was gonna.
Do you see?
Yeah,
So,
that makes sense.
yeah, so watch.
And then look, now you can dry it.
Yeah, now it's sitting there.
And now that makes more sense.
You see how it literally couldn't move?
Yep. Because it was weird when we did it. Yeah.
Okay.
Live and learn.
All right, so now you can see as it sits into that little slot, the thermostat, it will not move. Before it was sliding a little bit, so there has to be that little bit.
Yeah, it's got to sit in there, so.
Yep, it's got to sit in there perfectly so that the gasket goes over it and then
And
the
then
housing
holds. Yeah.
goes on there. Okay, so now we know, live and you learn.
Stupid.
So now just we're gonna put it back and then we're gonna bleed the system. Brand new gasket. Show them that beauty. So if you have the single overhead cam, because I do believe that dual overhead cam, the housing is on the side and the gasket is gonna be different. See, this is called a water outlet gasket. So don't always go there and ask them for a thermostat gasket because you will get several other things.
Yeah. And that right there is actually the part number. This was at AutoZone, just FYI.
For Felt Pro. So should be the same part number wherever. Or even I saw on like Rock Auto or something like that. If you have time and you're gonna do it, I think it was like 97 cents.
Oh, wow.
But yeah, obviously it's gotta get delivered.
Look at how that sits perfectly.
Yep. Now you see how there's the difference. This is not gonna move.
That's not moving, and then this is going to seal anything.
Yep.
So that
So
nothing leaks
that was
out,
our-
which
that was
makes
our issue.
complete sense.
All right. Now let's see, I'm gonna try to help you over here with that one
All right.
wire here.
I'm going to remove this.
So in theory, this should be like a 25-minute job with bleeding the system. This one's in. I have it in.
All right. Can you screw it, or?
No.
Let me see. So I'm going to start it. No, fuck it.
Yeah, you might need to just use that. Oh my god. So yeah, I promise we don't do this shit on purpose. We do not enjoy doing a 30-minute job in 12 hours, 2 days combined. You know what I mean? If we knew and we could do it, we would. So hopefully that was the issue.
Honestly, I think it was.
I agree with you. As soon as I saw that diagram, like that light bulb went clink clink, I was like, oh my god.
And I'll have you just do a double.
Double take. A Luan Titan. Not a
You're
Luan.
not-
Actually, not a Luan Titan.
Yeah, don't.
Just a verification of.
Yeah. If we can go a little more. You probably could go slightly more, but.
No, that was perfect. I did just a little turn. That one was a little.
That one's a little looser.
But we do not want to crack anything. Especially the housing, because God knows where we would find another one.
All right, so
Like,
open this up.
yeah. So now, on to the bleeding.
Which we highly recommend. We probably said that before. We highly recommend no spill funnel.
Yes.
We saw a video of someone using it. Or is that how we saw it? Yeah.
Well, I knew about it, but I was like, yo, it's expensive. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, okay.
So,
I didn't know about it
Spill
until
funnel.
I saw it on a video.
I think I saved the attachment kind of in its own. Yeah, I kind of kept everything together.
Oh, cool. So that goes down. Yep. Right in there. That piece locks on just like your cap.
Here we go. Go ahead and screw that in, Dave.
Do you care which side this is on? I'll do it this way.
Oh, yeah, that's fine.
And the camera hopefully can see that.
Yeah. Got everything. So we're gonna fill this up, and then you turn the car on. Turn the car on, put it on heat, and then turn the heat all the way up, and then put it on the lowest setting, right?
Yeah.
So, I guess we'll know if there's any leakage right off the rip.
I see no leaking. Maybe I won't.
Yeah, maybe we won't need any. Maybe we didn't lose as much as we thought. Because I think you're supposed to fill it halfway, because the only thing is we have to be careful. We don't want it to, once the engine starts, it should suck more in.
Yeah. Look at that though, it basically stopped flowing.
So now we're gonna start the car, fill it up halfway. And go from there.
Start it?
Go ahead, start it up. Because it might have been, it's not in the
It
system.
makes some cool stuff.
Yeah.
So. Alright, you already closed that, right?
That's not my pee. That's not my pee. Ah, that's my pee. So yeah,
Sometimes you just gotta release.
see if this is starting up. So
Yeah, this thing is
it's
awesome.
pretty simple. So while we're doing that, I will replace the
Alright, that's gonna be hot.
yes.
We have other gloves.
I have some stuff here.
No gloves to
No,
unscrew
you know what
that.
I do actually. All right, so now let's reinstall.
Oh, this is done. You want this just sitting in here?
Hold on 1 second. Ah, that's hot. All right, so now that's sealed. We didn't see any leaks. So now we're just gonna take everything for a drive, right?
Yep.
See what's going on, see if there's any leaks. All right, just drove Dave's car around. We may, I mean, we know we're stupid, just in general. But last time this thing was bubbling, it was gushing.
You can see
It is all clear.
bone dry.
So yeah, you put the gasket on after the thermostat is set in that little crevice. Let's check underneath to make sure. Let's see if I can get a view upside down. Nothing. Oh my God.
Praise baby Jesus.
Thank you, because honestly we thought it might have been like a head gasket, maybe we blew something else, but it is bone dry this time, not bubbling up. So we fixed it. It has been fixed.
Thank goodness.
So thank you guys again for, thank you, and then also we hate you because you telling us to do everything. We did it, and we're just stupid, but we bled the system, changed the temperature sensor, changed the thermostat, changed the gasket, and bled the system.
And on our drive, we drove for a good, 15, 20 minutes?
Oh yeah, just around the neighborhood.
And we did not have the issue of the car almost going to the red and the and overheating. We didn't have that issue at all, so
I think,
hopefully it appears that it's fixed, so hopefully
yeah, if not, we
that's the
did
case.
everything that was suggested. So, and that's just residual from when we
messed up the first
messed
time.
up the first time. It just pooled. We got to take care of that, but car is fixed. We're stupid.
Yes, we are. But that's why we're not stupid. We're just unhandy.
Yeah,
We're just unhandy.
unhandy and
It's stupid
morons.
When it
Yeah,
comes to cars.
exactly.
I did this on purpose,
Yeah, just so they
just
know.
to show you guys what the inside looks like. They got this goo stuff here.
Whatever you gotta say to make yourself feel better, my dude.
It's like an home improvement.
Yeah, you're like.
Tim always did the mistakes.
I don't
on
think so,
purpose.
Dave.